What's your question? Why the other people are not understanding what you're saying? You're questioning their ability to understand you. Okay, so what about your understanding about them? Isn't that important? Why are you not questioning? Are there times that you have not understood what they are saying? So just reverse. You are not concerned about your own lack of understanding, and you are so curious about other people's ability to understand you. So perhaps number one, you must consider the suitability of your approach to things. Are you approaching the things with other people in a suitable, appropriate manner, appropriate method, suitability of approach? This is for you to assess about yourself. Because it may not be that they are not understanding you, it could be that you are not having adequate understanding of what they want to communicate to you. So suitability of approach. Number two is that, are you resistant to criticism from other people? When they point out your mistakes to you, are you feeling scarred, injured, or are you feeling bruised in your emotions? Do you allow them to tell about you, the flaws about you, the fault about you, the weaknesses that you have in your mind? Or do you resist it? Do you defend it? Do you tell them to stop telling the truth about you or their own assessment about you? Because you do not want injury to your emotions. And when the other people are going to tell you what they think about you, it could injure your emotions. So are you too cautious about what other people are going to talk about you? Are you too protective about your emotions? In such a case, your bandwidth, your brain is so occupied in resisting what they're going to tell about you that you just cannot understand what they're going to tell about you. That's number two. Number three, do you show to other people something too good about you, about your image, which you are not? So inside you may feel a little guilty that you are not showing them who you are. Are you revealing your true identity to other people, or are you masking it? Are you showing to them that perhaps you are a person who does only good things, only nice things, only appropriate things, that you are a person who does not make mistakes? Are you confined to such kind of expression about you to other people? This is number three. You're going to have to audit that. And what are your fears? Are you driven by fears? And so are other people. They are also driven by fears. So about understanding each other, you need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to reveal about you to them and about them to you. So you understand what's going on between you. The hidden words, the unwritten rules, the glass ceilings, reading between the lines. So many things are not evident in one or two meetings, one or two exposures. So you need to be able to communicate. Are you showing them who you are not? Because then they're going to talk to the masked person and not to you. And therefore, the understanding is not only inhibited, it's almost impossible. Then fear. Fear is again, what are your fears? So if each of you are revealing themselves to you openly, then there is less fears. You need to do something to assess the quantity of the fear each other have about you. And also finally, number five, are you living in a world of fantasy and hallucinations? How things should be? Are you having unrealistic expectations of how they are going to analyze you, unwritten expectation of how they are grading you, rating you, ranking you, and also vice versa? Are you in a world of fantasies that everything is going to work all the time for you appropriately? A lot of times you just are shocked because things that are inappropriate also may open up in your face. You do not know how things are going to pan out in front of you because you are overly dependent on preparation, plan, precision, protocol, procedure, processes, and principles, policies, and sometimes things are just hit. They just open up. They just come on your face. They are inappropriate, abrupt, drastic, random, sporadic, and they are impactful. So how do you deal with those things? So all of this put together, you need to attend to them. You need to sit down and make a write-up of all these things I've just told you from the Mindcraft number 10. Yeah, this is the Mindcraft number 10. You have seen the Mindcraft number 9, you have seen the Mindcraft number 7, number 4, number 1. All of them you studied. If not, go revise the Mindcraft from 1 to 9. And this is the Mindcraft number 10. It's all about your complaint about how other people are not understanding you. So you need to make a checklist of these 5 things I just described in the Mindcraft number 10. So eliminate those things, appropriate those things, assess those things, analyze, and get the clutter out of your brain. Get clarity on what you want to say and how orderly you want to say it, how sequentially you want to say it, and then begin your understanding with the other people and hope that they understand you too. So enjoy the Mindcraft number 10. Enforce it upon you. Make a checklist, sit and write down, and go ahead. Communicate.